Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Hurricane Havoc, aka the 15th episode of this first season, so happy 15, we made it all the way. I'm your host Reegan MacAulay, aka the guy that may or may not have blown out a couple of eardrums this past weekend at the McMillan Center.
Fear the storm!
Brett Butler also did the same thing, so you can blame him too. Today's episode will consist of recapping our performances at the 2024 ACAA Basketball Championships here in Charlottetown, and also the 2024 ACAA Championships over in Wolfville, Nova Scotia. First, a massive round of applause to everybody involved in the basketball tournament, players, staff, literally everyone, putting on a fantastic show over the course of 3 days, regardless of who was playing, and all the crowds that came over for the away teams were even outstanding as well. You should have seen the men's basketball gold medal game. Everyone was on the edge of their seats. As for the Holland Hurricanes, of course, each team did not get the results that they so desired, but regardless, both young squads put in valiant efforts over the course of 2 days and gave Hurricanes fans fantastic shows. We'll start with the women's team, where the Hurricanes experienced a roller coaster of a beginning to their quarterfinal match on Friday morning against the St. Thomas University Tommies. With an electric atmosphere surrounding them, they pulled together and on average maintained a decent lead throughout the game, eventually winning 76-54. ACAA Player of the Year Alexa Rancourt rightfully earned Player of the Game honors after recording 10 points, 13 rebounds, and 6 assists. She was also named the recent Hurricanes Female Athlete of the Week, so a big congratulations to her. With a top-ranked Mount St. Vincent University Mystics team awaiting the Hurricanes in the semifinals on Saturday afternoon, the Hurricanes arrived ready to battle, and did they ever give MSVU quite a challenge. The team experienced a fantastic start as players like Robin Driscoll, Lauren Armstrong, and rookie Sarah Nyhouse carried the way in the early half of the game. Unfortunately, the Mystics slowly gained momentum and pulled away by the fourth quarter, hanging on to win by 10 points. Armstrong earned Player of the Game honors after recording 11 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 fouls. Now we shift to the men's team, where the Hurricanes experienced the exact same outcome as the women, winning the quarters in a tight match but falling short against a tighter squad in the semis. Friday's quarterfinal match against the University of New Brunswick St. John Seawolves was a nail-biter, with the result being just a 2-point difference. The game was chaotic from start to finish, and it was plagued by three-pointers and steals from each side. The Hurricanes were lucky to have a few more momentum bursts, particularly in the second and third quarters, but a sudden 13-point run by UMBSJ late in the game caught everyone off guard, but Holland barely held on for the win in what could have been a big upset by the 6th-ranked Seawolves. Veteran Bryce Corliss, who was named to the 2024 ACAA All-Conference First Team, earned Player of the Game honors after recording 29 points, 12 rebounds, and 4 assists. In Saturday's semifinal match against the 2nd-ranked MSVU Mystics, everybody thought a story for the ages was beginning, as the Hurricanes had probably their best start to a game all season, leading 12-4 in the first quarter. Tragically, all it took was a 9-point run for the Mystics to get right back into the match, and the rest of the way, they pretty much held control, and Lady Luck consistently dealt the Hurricanes a bad hand. Rookie Aaron Simmons was awarded Player of the Game honors after recording 24 points, 4 steals, 3 assists, 2 rebounds, and 1 block. That performance, plus his contributions on Friday, was enough for him to be named the recent Hurricanes Male Athlete of the Week. Now we dive into women's hockey, where, hey, there is something big to celebrate and discuss here within Hurricanes country. The Holland Hurricanes are back-to-back Atlantic Collegiate Hockey Association champions. The team earned its 3rd title in history after going 2-0-1 at the 2024 ACAA Championships in Nova Scotia, beginning its run with a close 5-3 win against the host Acadia University Axe Women. Friday's game was filled with lead swaps, and the ACHA's leading scorer during the regular season, Taylor Gillis, scored a hat trick, with other goals scored by Kristen Taylor and Jose Alain. On Saturday, Holland faced the Cape Breton University Capers, who had just lost to Acadia 2-0 earlier in the day. One more loss for the Capers, and they would finish the entire season, regular season and playoff games combined, 0-10-0. Let's just say, unfortunately on our end at least, they refused to go into double digits as they barely beat the Hurricanes in what was a crazy game. From Holland leading 2-1 to Cape Breton going up 4-2, and the Hurricanes tying the game 4-4, forcing it to go to overtime. And go figure, the game winner in overtime just had to be under the most unfortunate circumstances against us, with a defensive mistake in front of the net. Thus, Cape Breton gets their first and only win of the season, and yet unfortunately they still couldn't make it into the finals because they were short by 1 goal in a tiebreaker against Acadia. So in other words, the Hurricanes were very lucky to get an extra point out of that game, and thus a 2023 ACAA Championship game rematch was on the cards for Sunday. Hurricanes head coach Brody Irving said the team was maybe a little too relaxed going into Saturday's game, but thankfully that was not the case on Sunday as the team brewed a storm in Wolfville. With goals from Bree Hughes, Kaylee Lutley, and Taylor Gillis, who scored 2 goals, of course she did, and a brilliant performance by goaltender Emma Arsenault, the Canes won 4-1. 5 players were named to 2024 ACHA All-Conference teams, including Gillis, Captain Jason McMillan, Emma Arsenault, Kristen Taylor, and rookie defenseman Kayla Butchilder. Congratulations to the players and coaches on their incredible achievement. And so, another season of collegiate sports comes to a close. On behalf of myself and the rest of the Holland Hurricanes department, we thank all of you for our support all season long across all sports, and we promise to come back stronger than ever next season. If you just so happen to be an athlete watching this, no matter what sport it is, and you want to continue your sporting career at the post-secondary level, submit a player profile at hollandhurricanes.com. This was Hurricane Havoc. I'm your host, Reegan MacAulay, signing off. And remember to fear the storm.